Hello, friends. Welcome to Go 1200 podcast. Here today, myself, Henry Tan, we have Xiao Qing, and we have Yi Qian, the host becoming the subject matter expert for today in the absence of Daniel.
Oh, where has he gone again?
What about Min Chai?
He went to get booster jab.
Oh, yeah, booster jab. So that's why he needs a rest.
Today,
Okay, that's very responsible of him.
Yeah, of course.
Yes. So I took mine already, luckily. Heng.
I'm taking mine in March.
Okay.
Yeah, not due yet.
Okay. Oh, right.
Wow,
Okay.
that's still a long way ago. Okay, anyway, back to today's topic, right? What's the topic that we're going to discuss for today? It's pertaining to an article that we just came across recently entitled Man Admits Forging Pay Slips with Higher Salary to Get Credit Card to Buy Bitcoin, went bankrupt.
Wow.
That's the title for this article. So just a few main points from here. So basically, he wants to get a credit card with a higher limit so that he can buy more Bitcoin. Okay, that's why he forged his pay slips. Then secondly, he's 48 years old, unable to repay his credit card debts, and eventually declared bankruptcy. So of course, he's also being charged in court for account of forgery for the purpose of cheating. Now, another thing is,
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
How much salary is he drawing now?
I'm coming to that point exactly. So he draws a monthly salary at that point in time, draws a monthly salary of 6,000 per month.
That's not low at all. Does
That's
he
not low,
even need to go and forge his salary?
That means he wanted to buy more.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
And tell us, how much more did he try to forge his salary?
He tried to forge a salary that reflected a monthly salary of 8,001, which is what he was drawing previously.
That's actually not a lot more, isn't it? From 6,000 to 8,000.
Yeah, but if he gets a 4-time extra, that's maybe another 8,000 of credit.
Wow.
So I think he's trying to use another 8,000 more to buy more cryptos
Oh
in
my
that
God.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then the other point is right. The other point is that he mentioned that he did not. The reason why he was declared bankrupt was because he did not pay the bill. And why he did not pay the bill, any amount towards his sum, was he was very focused on other matters because he lost about. In this article, he mentioned that he was a bit lost due to his involvement in crypto and lost $300,000 to $400,000.
Oh my God.
So it was over leveraging.
Over leveraging. Yeah, probably he borrowed a lot. It could be multiple credit cards, right? And borrow.
Oh dear.
Yep. And and he currently earns 8,000 monthly. So if he goes to jail, then probably he will forgo this income.
Oh
Okay.
dear.
Okay, so pertaining to this article, what's your view? Any thoughts on want to share pertaining to this? One thing is crypto. The other thing is pertaining to the mindset.
Yeah, it's not difficult to imagine that if you have a bill, if you chalk out a credit card bill of 300 to 400,000,
Yep.
as in you have lost that much in crypto.
Yes.
Actually, if you own the bank, how much was that? 30 over thousand.
Yeah,
it seems like
correct.
so little compared to the 300 to 400,000
Correct.
that you have already lost, right? Wow, I've always heard so much news that the crypto is the up and coming. We should all have our crypto inside part of our portfolio, and the amount of upside that it can bring us. Wow, this is surprising to know that this is also the amount that you can lose overnight from a 6-digit,
Yep.
a 6-digit. And the interesting thing is that actually this person, he's not earning a low income at all.
Yeah.
It's a very decent 6,000 to 8,000 monthly salary that he's earning, with proper planning, with a very prudent management of his assets and savings. Actually, he doesn't need to get into all these risky instruments at all. Yeah. It's back to if today you give a gun to Warren Buffett and you tell him that there's only 1 in a million chance that when he pull the trigger, it will be a real
shot.
yeah. But if you give that gun to Warren Buffett, do you think he will even take that 1 in a million chance?
Probably not.
Yeah, he doesn't need to because he has so much wealth already. In fact, he's giving his asset away to charity.
Yeah.
So basically, he doesn't need to do that. But if you ask any man on the street, you give that gun to them and tell him that if he pull that trigger and he survive, you give him $1 million. I think any man on the street could gladly take up that offer to earn $1 million, right? Will you do that,
No,
Henry?
I won't.
You won't.
I'll ask for 4
you can
numbers.
That's true, huh?
I'll ask Henry for 4 numbers.
Yeah. If I tell outside, right? That's what I did today. My goodness.
Wow, so lucky, ah.
Anna.
Faster go and buy.
I will after this recording.
Will you do that?
Oh, why should I? I mean, 1 in a million chance, right? But then the thing is, if you talk about 1 million in most, people's lifestyle nowadays with the income, is still able to have 1-2 million flow through their hands based on their income.
Yep.
right, over a lifetime. Some say that maybe you work 30, 40 years, you still get to earn that kind of amount, depending on how much you save and invest as well.
Yeah.
So why take the risk?
Yeah. So I guess a lot of times what actually make that person take up that risk is probably desperation. When someone is desperation, you tell them it's 1 in a million chance, you pull the trigger and you get 1 million. I guess those people who really need that 1 million, they are in desperation, they may want to take up that offer. Yeah. Alternatively, it could be it could be driven because of greed. This promise that 1 million will come into your hands so easily, you don't even need to work. Basically, you put your money in and you can have a chance to be earning that 1 million. Yeah.
Good point. Speaking of this, right, I agree with what you say. Desperation probably will let a person take up whatever chance that they have because they may feel that they have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
But greed is probably slightly different in the sense that it blinds the person about the risk factor.
Right.
When the amount is there, the heightened alert on risk is a lot lesser.
It's clouded. It's clouded.
Yes,
clouded.
Exactly, it's clouded.
Yeah.
The risk meter suddenly go haywire.
I think currently a lot of people are also driven by instant gratification.
Yep.
Yeah. So in the pursuit of capital growth or capital gains, they also probably forget or don't put as much emphasis on capital preservation. Meaning, not saying that you cannot buy crypto and jump into the bandwagon and have some fun, but I guess what we're saying is it's always good to also keep aside an amount to safeguard, like a rainy day fund sort of.
Right.
Right. I mean.
Right. It is just like when our clients come to us, right at the beginning, we tell them that we can't offer you that 10-20% return overnight. What we can safely offer you is really just hedging your funds against inflation. Some of our friends could say that, hey, it's very unsexy, your kind of return is only 4 to 5%, or even 1 to 2% above inflation. Why should I invest with you when I can be getting like 100%?
Tell them because I'm sexier than our returns.
Love it.
Right, and what NTF is offering. At the end of the day, we feel at the end of the day is whether there is a need for you to be chasing after that kind of return. With a proper financial plan in place, we actually assume just a 4% return to get you to your financial goal. For someone earning 8,000, 6,000, 8,000 a month, I think you can safely get to your financial independence if you have a proper financial plan in place, whereby you set aside money that you need for the future, and then you have a proper understanding of how much you can spend now. Basically, just by using the most traditional way, you can actually be getting to your financial goal. But it's when things starts to get creative, when we have options of quick gains, quick return, promising you like manifolds of return within the shortest period of time. That could be true, but the reverse can also happen. That means you could make that gain overnight very quickly, but overnight you can also land yourself into a very different position, like what this man is getting himself into.
It's almost like a real life Squid Game.
It is.
Squid Game. Oh,
Yeah,
Squid Game.
that game. Yeah, where you give up, you just risk it all in the hopes of becoming the sole winner of that amount of money. But of course, I don't know. This a lot of my
This
friends.
one better than Squid Game really.
Why?
Squid Game you'll die, ma.
Yes.
Bankrupt.
Still.
Yeah, maybe
I mean,
5
you
years
can
later
still
get
从
hit.
头再来, right?
是，
Yeah,
还有机
still
会。
the 打击 is
还
quite
有
big.
春天。
还有另外一片春天。
对。
Okay.
So don't give up. Moral of the story is.
I agree lah, because I mean, end of the day, if we talk about leveraging, right, there are many people who leverage, not just in crypto. So I'm not a subject matter expert in crypto, so I can't say that it's good or bad. I do have some experience with it before, but what I'm saying is that when it comes to leveraging, right, there are people who leverage it to buy crypto. There are people who leverage to buy stocks and share. There are people who leverage to buy properties. There are also people who leverage to invest in business, right? So end of the day, leveraging itself, the instrument itself, there's nothing wrong. But end of the day, what is the person, what is the person's intelligence pertaining to the research that they're doing, pertaining to how much they are managing their emotions when they get into certain amount of instruments. Yeah. So I think one way when you talk about leveraging is multiple folds. So when you win, you also win multiple folds, right? When you lose, it's also the same effect. But with property, most people leverage. Technically, you're only paying a down payment.
Yeah.
The rest is via loan. So technically, it's leveraging, right? But with crypto, because the price moves very fast, and sometimes you don't understand the fundamentals behind what moves the price, then the risk factor gets magnified.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, in terms of not knowing what is the fundamental moving the price plus the speed at how the price is moving.
And I think crypto market is not regulated by timing, right? Like, say stock markets have a trading hours. I think crypto market, I don't think they have any 打烊时间. It's 24 hours. So imagine you go to bed and something happens, unless you're going to be awake all the time.
Yep.
It's really, really hard for you to track the movements of the crypto market. That's a lot of risk involved as well.
Exactly.
Yeah. I guess for us, when I invest or choose to invest on behalf of my family, friends and loved ones, what I really want to do is that every night I can go to bed in peace. 我可以睡一个好觉，我可以安心的睡觉。
Yeah.
I don't have to wake up the next day thinking or worrying where my like stock market is heading.
Correct.
I guess at the end of the day, we still want to focus on major on the major, but you can focus on enjoying our work, enjoy that family time with our loved ones, so that we will just let this investment grow our funds in a safe and a prudent way. Yeah, while I continue to save for the future.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Saving with a purpose and a time frame in mind. Right. Saving. Thanks for both your sharing.
Yeah.
I think one very important point that I want to bring up from this article today, right, is basically many a times, not just crypto, for other investments as well, pertaining to properties and stocks and share. Many a times, all the earnings, all the good returns, right, are being magnified by people sharing.
Yeah.
Excitingly, in forums
They share
and
the
stuff like
good
that. All the
news.
good news, or some people, I don't know, whether they share to really empower others or just to show off their own returns. So all these are being magnified. But when it comes to bad news, like people losing money, right, it's maybe just one news article against the many multiple, forums or online social media sharing about the goodness of it. So end of the day, how that trigger your emotions is one thing to be cautious about.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
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 So just one quick tip. To summarize today's session.
Yes.
When you choose to invest, choose to invest in integrity. Integrity of the company, integrity of the person that's helping to manage your finances. Not just investing into something that promise you high return, that at the end of the day, you're not sure whether this is really where it's going to land you in. Yeah, so that is something that our company believe a lot in, invest in integrity.
Thanks for sharing. Anything from you?
Nothing from me, except if you really like our podcast, please remember to click subscribe, like, and also switch on your notification.
Oh, that's not nothing. That's a very important point, okay? Yeah, steady. Thanks. So please remember what both of them shared, right? And I'll end off with, I think, all investment has risk, but the most risk, right, actually is the investor themselves. Like how much they know about their own instruments. Also with that,
How to know themselves.
yeah. So with that, we wish you all a safe journey in investing, and hopefully you continue to build your wealth in a rational and wise way.
Yeah, stay safe in your health because of this COVID and Omicron.
Yes.
And stay safe in your finances as well.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you very much,
Thank
and
you.
have a good day.
See you next time.
Bye.